guys, so I'm planning on doing a monthly rant for you guys, and I know rant kind of sounds like, oh, you're just gonna be complaining about something, and yes I am. But the purpose of me doing rants, if you want to call them, or I've decided to call them that or whatever, is I'm kind of just bringing up topics that I'm interested in or have certain feelings about, certain opinions about, and I just want to do a little blurb about it and see maybe how you guys feel about the certain subject or what you have to say, if you thought what I was saying was wrong or interesting or whatever it is. So as some of you guys know, I am now in college for sign language, and we're like 3 weeks into second semester and already things are really crazy. And I've even been talking to a lot of my friends who are off at university or college or whatever they're doing, and they're finding it really stressful too. My backstory into getting into school though was that I did take some time off before I decided going into college. Now, given certain circumstances, my dad unfortunately passed away during my graduating year, and that's why I didn't really think I was ready to go on to a college or university. I'd gotten my diploma, I'd graduated, and I'd gotten into a couple of universities and colleges, but nothing that I was so passionately interested in that I thought, if I don't go, I'm missing out on something. And then to add on it, with my dad's passing, I just really wasn't ready to leave home, leave the comfort of my environment that I was already in with people who knew what I had gone through and understood what I was going through, to then put myself in a completely new environment with people who didn't know my backstory and all of that just seemed really overwhelming for me. So I took a 5th year, and oh my god, so freaking happy that I did. Something that I've never understood is why they took away grade 13. Like, I talked to a lot of adults and parents of my mom's generation. They had a grade 13, and it just makes a lot more sense. Many of my really good friends have birthdays close to mine, so we're in the summer or September, which means that they're going into university at 17. That's still now, of course they're going to be turning 18 during their first year, but a lot of what's big in first year is that you can have frosh and drink, You're not even legal drinking age in Canada at that point. If you're going in at 17, 18, the most fun part you can't even do legally. I know it probably will still happen, but legally you can't. The other part of it is, I have a sister who's younger than me, and we're really close and get along pretty well, but obviously we have our differences at times, and don't get me wrong, she has a great head on her shoulders, she's super smart, is super social, has everything going for her, but I do sometimes see a difference in her maturity sometimes, and you may not think that a year and a half makes a big difference, but it does. Within the 2 years that I was doing a 5th year, and then after that year actually I was working, I learned so much about myself, and I'm so grateful that I took the time off. Had I not taken a 5th year in high school, which my high school had a deaf and hard of hearing program and offered a sign language course for anyone who wanted to take it, I would have never known that that's what I wanted to do. Would have never known. I would have probably gone to some university for general arts, wasted 4 years of my time and my money and my happiness just doing something just because. Also my circumstances, given that was an unfortunate circumstance of my dad passing that kind of made me consider the 5th year and taking another year off and all of that. I also had another lucky circumstance of my parents being really, what's the word I'm looking for? Just that they were very understanding and very supportive of the things that I wanted to do. So if I wanted to take a 5th year, they were all behind it. If I wanted to take a year off, they were behind it. If I wanted to travel, as long as I wasn't doing anything that was harming myself, and they saw that I was doing all good things, just because their kid wanted to take a 5th year, yeah, sure, go for it. And, if you want to travel, we'll help with that. If you want to move, Move Out will help with that. All these different things. They're very supportive of it. And I know that some people do not have and are not lucky enough to have those circumstances. There's a lot of parents that I talk to who seem kind of forceful into making their child go from point A to B. You know, it has to be high school and then university and then a career and then a family, and that's almost even like societal pressures as well, telling parents and kids that they have to feel that way, that they have to do it in that chronological order, and that's not always the case. One of my biggest problems with the school system is just the system in general. It is not for everyone. We are all individuals. We are all completely different people, whether you're twins or siblings or parent and child, best friends, anything. You're still going to have those differences. And, you know, not everyone's going to think the same, although you could put it in categories and such. And not everyone's going to learn the same way, although you can put it in categories and such. There's still, even if I say that I'm a visual learner, there's still so much else that comes with that. You know, I get really distracted easily. You know, I have to have things kind of written out for me. Like, there's a certain way that I go about things that are going to be different from how someone else goes about things. And by clumping everyone together in one group and saying, well, this is how you have to learn, and this is the structure and the curriculum that we're going to go by, doesn't benefit everyone. It only benefits a selective few. And, you know, if someone's going to make the choice to be homeschooled or drop out and do something else, I'm not going to judge that at all. Like I said, as long as you're not harming yourself or others, if you're still going out and have a plan and have a vision of what you want to do with your life, go for it. Try it out. This is the time right now from like, I'm 20 now, so within the next decade is my window to try things out and fail and make mistakes and get back on my feet and see what I like and try different things. How am I going to find out what I really want from life if I don't go out in the world and try it? You can learn way more from out in the world, life experiences, than sitting in a classroom. What they teach you while you're in school, you know, is just some of the basics, like math and science and English, and I'm not saying drop out. That is not what I'm recommending. I think education is still really important in that we should get, you know, a high school diploma and some sort of degree in what we want to do. That, you know, how else are we also going to get a job or career in the field that we're passionate about without having that degree? But in the same accord, if there's a different way of learning, if there's a different way of teaching you how to absorb that information, then go for it. If it's a homeschooling or if it's an alternative school or whatever it is, take that opportunity to make sure that you really get the information instilled in your brain and can understand then how to use what you learn in the real world. You know, English is a really important thing to learn. Reading and writing, that's a really important thing to have in terms of basics and in terms of everything else that is going to follow after that. But I just don't think that putting someone down for certain choices of wanting to take a year off or a fifth year or work for a bit or travel or go to an alternative school or try out drama or dancing or arts or science or whatever it is that you're into, you have to try it first and see if you can succeed, see if you like it, see what paths there are for you. You gotta try some things out. You know, if 5 years down the road, maybe for me, I might have found out that sign language was something that I really wanted to do, and I feel so lucky and blessed to have found it now in this point of time so that I don't have to keep wasting so much time figuring and trying some other things out. But again, not everyone is that lucky. Some people, it's going to take them a lot longer to finally really figure out what they want to do. And, you know, that's where I'm saying everyone differs. People are different. Someone's going to be a billionaire genius at 20, and for someone else it's going to take them 20 years, and some of us are never going to be billionaire geniuses. You know, some people might really think that they're passionate about being a dancer. That was me. I really wanted to be a dancer as a career, and, you know, it obviously didn't work out. It's still a passion of mine, but it's not something that I can feasibly do as a career. So I just would say, you know, to everyone out there who's stressed out or going through the high school and to university transition, or in university and college and kind of stressing out about what's to come and what's ahead, just take the time to like calm down, take a breather, take some time for yourself, and keep pushing forward. I do also see a lot of my friends of mine who are just quit. You know, they can't get through the school process, because I get it. Oh my god, I'm still very passionate about sign language, but now that it's been put into a classroom setting where there's a structure and you're sitting there watching a teacher explain it and you just seem like you're doing your A, B, C's all day long, and it's stuff that you already learned, yeah, it can be pretty freaking boring. Once you take anything that you're passionate about and then you put it in a school system, it's like, well, fuck, do I really want to continue with this? And sometimes you just gotta push through it. I know it sucks, but that's pretty much my mentality now, is the next 3 years, I just gotta push through my schooling so that I can finally become an interpreter. And that's just the way that it goes. Sometimes life is just gonna throw you shit and you're like, alright, plow through it, okay, yeah, now I can finally be happy in what I'm doing. Not to say that I'm not happy, but just that, you know, school kind of bores things up a little bit, and that can be really hard. And so I would say, you know, if you're in first or second or third year in a college or university, and you know that what you're doing right now is what you want to do, but it just kind of sucks that you're in school, just finish it. Oh my god, just finish the time that you're there. You already spent so much money and time there already. Just complete it. And, you know, if it's something that you're in, something that you don't want to do, try and get out of it as quick as possible and go out to the next thing and see what you want to do. You know, just, I mean, I know I've been saying waste time a lot, but also to kind of go on the other hand of that, you still do have a lot of time, though. It's just, if you waste your time on something that you're not interested in, then, you know, you kind of might regret that. But even if you do, you still have the chance and opportunity to go on and do something that you really do enjoy. You know, I'm 20 and I have friends who are 24, 25, 26, 27, 30. You still have time to do the thing that you love. My grandpa was an accountant for 20 years and then became a minister. You can even change your job or passion and career when you're like 50, 60, 70 years old. So don't even worry about time being an issue at this point. Just freaking do what you want to do! And I guess I've talked too long about this already, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and I don't think I missed anything. I think I kind of hit all the points that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, would love to hear what you guys have to say about the matter and stuff and things. Love you guys!